have things, and some of you maybe don't, or not yet. But I suppose probably a good place to start might be the fact that Galen has brought a new traveler with him, a halfling. Can I share your picture? Let's see here. Seems like I should be able to. There we go.
Ooh.
Now, is that dirt on your face or is that a burn, Yanni?
Dirt. That's a little rub some dirt on your face kind
Rub
of
some
thing.
dirt in it.
Yeah,
Got it.
rub some dirt on your face. Yeah, move on.
So while he is a halfling, he definitely is a smoldering edge lord of a halfling.
And he's got a bit of a sort of goatee and sideburns going on, uh, but he looks like he's kind of you know
And is he
living free
sporting
kind of thing.
plate?
No, that would be more like a leather, I think is what it was. Leather.
Leather? Okay.
I think that
Hey,
was
everybody, this is Yanni.
it was
Yanni's a good
more
dude.
of this picture looked cool, so we just went with it.
What's
No,
up, Yanni?
he's actually wearing a chain
Yeah,
shirt.
chain. I'm sorry, chain. Yeah, chain.
But like Matt said, the AI could only do so much. It's not like it was custom artwork.
Yep.
You get what you pay for. Oh, I did want to throw out. So I would like for you guys to start keeping track of your arrows and bolts that you fire. And the default rule is that you would be able to get back half of them at the end of battle.
Isn't there a feat for getting more than that?
There perhaps is a feat, but I'm not familiar with it.
You had Fletcher as a skill.
That would let you make new ones, but it wouldn't necessarily let you recover the old ones.
Well, the old trick in the actual what they used to do is they used to break off the tip and then they just remake a fletching for it.
Right.
So you'd recover the tip and reuse the tip.
Just the tip.
Yeah, just the tip. Yep. Yep.
Got it.
The actual real world use there.
Right.
That's a
Right.
great Spinal Tap album or song. I can't remember what it was.
Right.
But
Just
but
the
that
tip.
would be like after a long rest or during downtime, right?
No, no, no. After combat, you would get back half.
Right, right. But I mean, if you were a Fletcher,
Oh, yeah. It would probably involve a long rest of some sort. At the very least, a short rest. But I would have to look because I'm not familiar with this Fletcher feat that Matt's talking about.
I may be remembering it wrong, and it may be like from freaking one of the
Yeah. Who,
Baldur's
who,
Gate or
who-
some shit or
that's
something. I don't know.
possible. But in
But
any
I
case,
remember there being a skill of that.
right. I will look and let you guys know. But basically, I don't, since you guys are going to be leaving the city, uh, it it's a little bit more important to keep track of it. Otherwise, you've just got like an endless supply of ammunition.
Right.
So if you wanted to buy some more, I mean, it's not like they're expensive. You just have to carry it. So, go ahead and anybody socializing? We'll assume that Aaron's just kind of thoughtfully drinking a glass of wine right now. Kind of
and
he's
I'll
just
be
stare
I'll
on her.
introduce him as someone I've been hanging out with for 2 months and doing work with.
So, Yanni, where are you from and what brings you here?
That's a good question. I've kind of come here because of the opportunities for work. Um, kind of getting out and being someplace that is peaceful, relatively peaceful, and just kind of traveling the world. I uh, been involved in some things, pretty heavy things here the past couple years, and kind of a vacation for me, I guess.
It,
So from the heartlands. by
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way.
yeah. But the Heartlands, in this case, he's referencing to an area some days travel east of the Dales.
Yeah.
And for reference from the other game, it would be quite a bit south of Silverwood.
Yeah.
If
Where
if
did
you're
I?
familiar with the books, that's where Elminster's from, that area.
Yeah, like you got like the High Moor in there as well. Is that right?
Hmm. I'd have to look at the
Everything
map
from I
again.
think it's everything from like Trollbark over to as far north as Silvery Moon, isn't it? Or my Silvery Moon's north of the High Moor.
I'd have to double check. The realms is awfully big, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm talking about the Heartlands. It's like kind of like the West.
Yeah.
Oh, that dog's gonna drive me nuts tonight.
Yanni, are you a soldier?
I was, yes.
What wars have you fought in?
Well, hey, that hasn't been written into the storyline. I
Oh,
guess we didn't
okay.
actually call it a war.
He never turned in his background other than an outline.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really expect
Not
when I,
turned in his
I guess
homework.
I should have.
You should.
So,
You can just gloss
so
over it and say,
yeah, there was a conflict, and it
So I'm
involved
I'm
some
just gonna
an
arbitrarily
invading.
say it was near the Snakewood, which is east and south of Baldur's Gate. So that's a fair bit away from Waterdeep. Um, he references some lords and some keeps and villages and whatnot over the course of the discussion, but none of them are familiar to you.
Lack of lords. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to roll a history,
Who?
anyone who wants to.
Okay. Not
Unfortunately,
my history.
I had to turn off the feature that would let me prompt you for rolls.
Oh yeah.
That was the one that was insisting that we were in combat when we weren't.
Oh.
So
Well,
you're gonna have to, anyone who wants to roll a history, you're perfectly welcome to.
Let me
Damn.
roll the 19.
oh great. Now we got to fill in the whole rest of the story.
So
How much time do we have?
Yeah, how much time do we have?
politics
So,
is not your typical thing. You want to fill in some of the stuff that we talked about, Matt?
so the the lords of the land ended up. I mean, when this invasion happened, the lords of the land ended up either being killed or they ran off due to cowardice. And the townsfolk, we're all kind of like left to our own. And um, there were a few members of the nobility that ended up pitching in, but most of them were bit actors. We were all kind of left on our own, and so we organized a force, and we you know guerrilla warfare at its finest, or at its most dirtiest and nastiest, I guess. And you know we lost a lot of people, and we ultimately were really unsuccessful in our protracted war, and it just didn't go well. But there were a few of us that got out alive, and here I am. So uh, eventually
What are your
the help came, but it was far too little, too late,
Right.
and yeah, I lost a lot of friends, lost a lot of families. You know, it was rather grim business. So
For Howard's context, lords in this case is really like country noble. You know what I mean? Not city.
yeah,
There was no like keep or anything like that. It was more like they had log walls
Yeah, and
With you.
and really those guys that I mean, I say that I mean they pretty much just picked up whatever they could and they left, and we ended up, fending for ourselves.
Right. So the area that he's talking about had several years ago fallen to a combined horde of what was it, orcs and humans?
Yeah,
About 100 or so. So not a Genghis Khan horde, but big enough to take on quite a bit. The horde eventually broke apart when its leader died. You don't know the specifics of that because you don't usually study history of the realms. You're more interested in divination most of the time.
Fair enough. Although he does have +7 to history overall. Anything that's book knowledge, he's going to do well on.
Yeah, and you did, and you knew quite a bit about it.
well, there was really nobody left to really write about it. Um, all those that would be interested in putting it in the annals of history were killed.
Oh, he got information from like traveling merchants, tinkers, adventurers that wrote down the news, even if it wasn't in person.
Right.
Information finds its way. It wants to be free. So yes, he did. Duin did know quite a bit about it. It's just not something that comes up in casual conversation. But yes, it definitely ringed a bell for you, Howard, and that's what you know.
Yanni, I too have seen my share of war and bloodshed. I am curious, what do you consider your strengths and your specialties?
Keeping my people alive. Um, finding the way out of a sticky situation. Uh, you know, put
I
the
think he's
chips
looking
down
for
and
something a little bit more concrete, but yeah.
a little bit more concrete. Oh, you want me to just read off my
Are you a fighter, sir? What are your
am I a
strengths as a
fighter?
fighter?
Oh, when it calls for it, yeah, definitely. Yeah. But I will also definitely, get you in and out of a hard to get to spot. I've learned a few things about tracking and moving around without being seen, and you know, um, yeah. And I know a little bit about medicine too, a little bit about patching people up and things like that. So, if you need me
Nope.
to run point or set an ambush or any one of those things, forage for food, we're good.
Thank you for your candor.
What's that?
Thank you for your candor.
Well, thank you for yeah.
Considering Marcus is like what, 3 times the size of an average halfling?
Who is?
Jason's character's the
Marcus, yeah.
barbarian Marcus. He's bloody huge. There
Yeah,
there
he's
was
a
a
big
little
guy.
troll in his family tree, I'd swear.
And the great great grandmother had a little troll in her.
He did. Gram was known to be rough and tumble.
So you guys have been around together a few times. What's everybody's shtick here?
You're asking the group about
Yeah,
to describe ourselves.
I'll start with Jason, and since he was the one asking me the questions.
Yeah. Yes, I come from a clan that has fought many wars over time. I was the leader of my clan, but decided to leave to seek more adventure. And although I do not care that much for bloodshed anymore. I am not opposed when needed to go that direction. I've been enjoying my adventures with this group and hope to continue those for the foreseeable future.
Well, for my
So, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
for my part, my story is rather simple. I'm a diviner, a devotee of Mystra. I was raised in the House of Mysteries, and I seek to learn as much knowledge as I can about the uh, arcane arts, particularly when it comes to divination.
What's your craziest divination that you can remember? Thing that came true? Anything come to mind?
The awesomeness of Galen.
The
Of course.
craziest probably has to be some of the visions I saw when connected to the eye.
Ooh. There any reactions from anybody else when he says the eye? Oh, everybody's like everybody's deadpan.
It was a rough. It was a rough. We don't
I
talk
think it's
about
that
it.
quiet, like, oh, we don't talk about the eye.
Like he's like, yeah. Even Hamlin's over there. He like puts a glass down on the bar. Mm. Ugh. And then starts polishing the glass again.
Fills it up just so he can drain it again.
Right, right.
So
Okay.
seeing the lull, Hamlin says, fills up everybody's drink again. And he goes, so, how long will you be staying in town? It's unusual for rolling rocks like you to let grass grow underneath you. Yes, I'm trying to do the accent, Zuma.
Yes. You could have given me a script. I could have read it for you.
Well, we got our first interaction. I am abusing the party with a bad accent. The best of day player accents.
Well, we'll probably in the market for a job, right? Go do some
Well, I happen
running around.
I happen to have a task that came from my studies. I believe, based upon what I've learned, that I might be able to craft my own crystal ball. But it takes a very unusual crystal to have an effective crystal ball. So I need to go source that crystal. I need to go to a particular island that has a mine that produces that crystal, so that crystal to make.
Would it have to be carved out of one big chunk, or
One sufficient enough ball? Yes.
You
is
can't
there?
piece it together.
No.
Yeah, and yeah, that's and
If a
can
gorilla
we
was-
bring back more as profit? I mean, are we mining this ourselves, or
Well, the mine.
I'm sorry, I got distracted.
To reach the mine, we'll have to purchase passage on a merchant ship bound for this remote fishing village that's on the island. From
it's
there,
actually not an island, Howard. It's
I thought it was.
no. It's up north of Neverwinter.
Oh,
Um,
so the best way to get there is by sea.
yeah. I mean, you could take a road, but it's going to be significantly longer.
And then we gotta traverse into the tundra to reach where the mine is. Rumor
Up
has
on
it
the glacier?
the mine was abandoned. Um,
Oh, that's always good.
th- there is some various rumors about why it was abandoned. Pleasant.
Please do share.
I don't have specifics. My research didn't turn up much about why the mine. It has a foreboding history.
Poison gas,
The,
undead monsters.
the best that you could infer from the histories and the divinations that you performed, Howard, is that it used to be like a frontier outpost, and you believe that something caused it to collapse, but you're not entirely sure of the specifics. You were having to use portents and other divination to get specifics, just because not that many people go up that far. It is south of Tin Town, if that makes any difference. South of Icewind Dale.
But on the spine of the world?
It is not on the spine of the world. It is to the south of the spine.
Okay. But
Are
north
there
of
towns around or anything like that if we need
Is a town.
supplies or?
The closest town of note is a town called Luskin.
Yeah.
It is
That's interesting.
it's between Luskin and the spine of the world, north of the river Miramar. Mirar, sorry.
I thought it was Mirabar.
No, Mirabar is a city on the river Mirar.
Okay, on the river Mirar. Okay.
Yes,
Do you have a map you could share with us?
I could. Let me zoom it in.
What's the
And
year?
and you are suggesting that the party help in your quest for this crystal?
Yes, I expect giving some of the negative things that I'm getting from my portents that I expect there to be trouble.
What's the year that we're in now?
It's 14 something. I would have to double check. I didn't expect to get a calendar question.
Well, I know that there's
No.
some,
It's a totally fair
history-wise.
question. I just didn't expect to get it.
Okay. And are you using actual, like, if we made a roll, is this something we can look up, like different things about the area?
Yeah. You can find out different things about the area.
Okay. So what do we
And
know
doing
about
your
Luskin?
the benefit, of course, would be the creation of your crystal ball that would ultimately help the party.
Yeah, I absolutely would use it to help them.
Well, I'm an Outlander wanderer, so I'm in.
With a good crystal ball, I might be able to help us avoid some things, or at least be better prepared to face some.
Ooh.
Now,
I think if there's a benefit to the party's success in the future and a continuation of our adventures
And
in a
pick up
more
chicks.
advantageous way.
We can see how many
Um,
more ways that Galen can fail to pick up chicks. Is that what you're saying?
Well, he's not the smartest guy.
I mean, even me playing your wingman all last time, but no, I'm just kidding. Oh.
Ugh.
yeah, if you all help me do this, then I would be happy to use the crystal ball to help you with whatever it is.
Well, and we can always bring back extra crystal too to sell or whatever, if need be, or I don't know how much they cost, but
So it's to the north, past Luskin.
So we're in water deep now,
You're in
right?
water deep down at the bottom.
Okay.
And that whole left side of the map is
Yes.
So you said it's south of Luskin?
No. There's a small fishing village along the coast north of Luskin.
Ah,
That's the
okay.
closest spot that you can get to this abandoned outpost.
then we got
So
to
the
Okay.
plan that
east from
DeWin
there.
is proposing is that you book passage, go to this fishing village, disembark, travel to the outpost.
Okay.
There's a fort with the outpost. Or the fort is the outpost.
The fort is the outpost.
And then there's a mine that produces the crystal, right?
Yeah. Specifically, you found. Actually, it was your master, I think, that found a journal from adventurers from about 50 years ago, detailing how they had discovered this outpost and were exploring the ruins, looking for treasure and adventure. And when they got down to the third floor, they had camped and woke up uneasy in the night. And it was so disconcerting that they decided to GTFO.
There's
So
Aaron.
they like literally broke camp in the middle of the night and hot-footed it out. But the journal did include a drawing of a crystal formation that looks ideal. Hey, Aaron.
Aaron.
So
Well,
Pictures of
Matt
it,
is
though.
playing a new character named Yanni of the Halfling Pan Flute.
Oh. Don't even start.
A halfling soldier who is unusually grim, as opposed to the typically cheery and food-oriented halfling. This is the skinny, half-starved feral halfling.
I'm
Dark
smiling.
hair.
Can't you tell?
No. And Howard was just relating as DeWin that he is seeking material for a crystal ball and was wanting the party to throw in a hand.
Okay. So I had a question about the cheerless halfling person. Um, just I guess just to catch me up, how did we meet cheerless halfling?
So basically, we rewound and are redoing the bar scene from last time.
I see. Okay.
So the differences is that instead of an anonymous invite from Hugo, it is a signed invite from Hamlin to help him celebrate the opening of his bar.
Oh, I see. Okay, yes.
Yanni was introduced by Galen, and Yanni was introduced to Galen by some of his family's business associates, and they introduced Yanni as a friend of theirs that was going to go with Galen on his downtime. Basically, Galen was doing odd jobs. So Yanni was buddy system,
I see.
and then they kind of
Okay.
became work buddies.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this like a comedic role, Matt?
No. Well, yes, it can be, but no, he's
It's
he's
only when
a
they're short jokes.
yeah, when they're short jokes. Yep. Yep. So
Okay.
there is comedy in Yanni, but you got to pry it out with a
You got to get in there next to the bone.
yeah.
The
You got to get in there next to the
unintended
bone. And get
varietal.
it. Is it what?
The unintended varietal.
Probably, yeah, a little bit of that
Okay. All right.
dark humor.
Right. And to be clear, he actually does have proficiency in pan flute.
Yes.
Okay.
That was an unintended consequence of the name when it randomly rolled and I liked it.
Yep. Did somebody drop?
It's like
Yeah.
Howard. Howard?
No,
Oh,
Howard's here.
Howard's
What?
there.
No,
It says
Jason,
watch stream.
I
Jason's,
think
Jason
Jason
already
is
Yeah,
shared.
sharing.
Yanni the musician just
Oh,
Oh
joined.
yeah,
that
yeah.
is great.
That
Yeah.
that'll be Matt's character in about 30 years.
Yeah. Except for he doesn't have the mustache. He has the chin stash. You know,
In 30
the
years.
Amish.
like
Yeah,
I
the
said.
Amish chin stash. Yeah,
Right.
that is actually funny. That's pretty good. I like that.
Say bye to Yanni.
Yeah, it's like, that's great.
You did know that was a real person when I was making the joke.
Oh
right?
yeah, I knew that. I hadn't seen a picture of him in a long time, and it's so funny that he's got the long black locks and that one.
Right. The mullet,
Yep,
business
yep,
up front, party in the rear.
yep.
All right.
So-
Sorry about that. Howard, you were saying?
What was I saying?
It was Aaron was actually asking Yanni, you know, some things, I guess, trying to get a feel for him, I guess. And yeah, Yanni was a randomly generated name, and we made fun of it. And then we were like, well, and Mike was like, well, with a name like that, he's got to have a pan flute. And I was like, all right, yeah, sure. And finally, I was like, yeah, I'm keeping the name. I don't care.
Yeah, well, Yanni the musician was the first thing I thought of when I heard of that.
That's
Yanni.
exactly what we were saying too.
Yeah,
We're
just
like,
a
yeah,
more
I'm
joyless
keeping it.
version, I suppose.
Yeah. This is
Oh,
Yanni
that's
if
fun.
you put him in you know, platoon or something, I guess.
Right. It's the emotionally damaged Yanni. It makes his
Yeah.
music that much more soulful.
Right.
No, that's fine. I'm just curious. God. Okay. All right then.
All right. We got two people stood up.
I'm right here.
All right. So yeah, Howard was kind of detailing, and I was filling in some of the specifics that he has
Mhm.
learned over the course of 2 months worth of research into adventurers' journals, news reports, divinations, between him and his master.
I see.
So is the party going along?
I think I heard that.
Yeah, I think at
Marcus-
least some people said yeah.
Marcus
I'm
said
in
yes.
favor.
I'm in. Let's go.
Galen
I'm ready
said
to go
yes.
now.
But
Yeah.
have not heard from Emiko or Sese. Or for
I
that
don't know
matter,
if Brad can even hear us. I don't know if he's got headphones on or not.
Yeah, Brad stepped away.
Well, as for
Yanni's
Yanni,
in. Yanni's in. He
Yanni's-
has to be.
you know, Yanni, yeah, it's like, hey man, if the loot's good and the food's good and the company's good and you know we walk away from it,
Oh, we got a hippie.
got a hippie.
Yanni's a
Look at you,
hippie.
Yanni.
Yanni, yeah, I mean, you know, hey,
Well, he does play the pan flute. Come on.
that's right.
It's very soulful. You should hear it.
Does he smoke herbs before he plays the
I hadn't worked that one into the character. I hadn't thought about that one. Hey, he's probably got the halfling. They'll have what do they call that, the halfling leaf, the
pipe, smoke pipe. Yeah.
yeah. Gotta have him do the pipe. Yeah.
Get him wild on a bender, and he can do a mean Jethro Tull.
Right. Yes, I was gonna say, yeah, a little Jethro Tull going on.
Bust out
Yeah.
aqua lung on a pan flute.
I need to get him to learn how to play Styx Crystal Ball though. That's
Oh.
Nice.
We'll have to see what's his role. Did we actually gave him that, right?
What's that?
The proficiency with it.
Yeah, you have proficiency and the flute.
Okay.
and you're in a
So
bar.
That would be performance, or is that what it is?
That's performance.
Performance,
No,
yeah.
as performance, we didn't actually give him that as a skill. He does not
No,
actually have it as a
you
skill.
have performance as a skill. You just don't have proficiency.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were saying he had proficiency with it.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
Uh,
There's tool proficiencies like you know how to play pan flute.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean you're a good performer. It
That's
means
true.
you know how
Yeah.
to play the pan flute.
Okay.
Sese, my
So,
friend, are you up
here's
for
the
this
thing.
adventure?
I couldn't hear that. Sorry.
Sese, my friend, are you up for this adventure that's been described to us by Doing?
I suppose so, since the group's doing it.
Well,
All right. How about you, Emiko?
All right, so let me see if I understand this. So you needed help finding a crystal ball?
I need to help find the crystal. I'm going to
Oh, the
craft.
crystal.
I'm going to craft the crystal ball from crystal, um, and enchant it after I get the material.
I see. So is it something where we have to like go mine a cave or something, or
I will have to go down into a mine to find the crystal.
do we have
It's
somebody who's
roughly
going
a
to mine?
week-long voyage by boat just to get to the village that's within walking distance.
Well, do we have somebody who's going to be mining? Because I'm certainly not.
Oh, dang. I didn't even think about that, Mike. Hamlin would have been a good one for mining.
Right.
we could probably hire some miners.
I think Hamlin's probably trying to keep on the DL as far as his mining activities.
Yeah.
But since you brought it up, I will add a little current event for the city of Waterdeep.
Oh,
Within the
shit.
last month or so, little bit more, but about a month, there has been a new drug making the rounds through the city's citizenry, called Third Eye. It is a white
Oh,
powder, and
Always a
while
white powder.
it can give like actual prophetic effects, it also causes severe hallucinations, mood swings, just very very dangerous, but people are using it and there seems to be a lot of it.
What's it called?
Third Eye.
does this help people with mining?
What's that?
Does it help people with mining?
No.
No, well, I mean, I guess it could, but not generally, no.
Not
What's
in particular.
what's the going rate of this stuff per gram?
It is 10 gold. So not a
Interesting.
lot for an adventurer's
Yeah.
pocketbook, but for a normal citizen, that's a considerable amount.
Do we have anybody with like mining caving equipment? Because we're gonna have to buy some.
I don't know what people's inventories are like at the moment.
I
Mike,
don't.
Yeah, I
Well,
certainly don't.
Buying something
you-
like picks and ropes and whatnot, that's all, excuse me,
Yeah,
quite
Delver's,
cheap and easy.
Delver's kit and all that. Yeah.
I mean,
I
do we have
think
a
we're
sense
good.
on what kind of mining we're talking about? I mean, we're talking about like having to dig a shaft or,
Well, he was
or
saying that
like
the adventurer's log that Dewin was sharing with you was that this outpost, this abandoned outpost, they had gone into the dungeon cellar, whatever you want to call it, underneath, and they were just exploring around. And when they got to the third level down, that's where they're describing seeing the crystal that Howard wants.
it might just be a
So
matter of
it's
going
not like
down
you're
there
gonna
and
have to
just like
drill a
chipping a
shaft or
chunk out of the
anything.
wall,
Right.
not actual heavy mining.
Certainly doesn't imply it from the
Right.
from the notes.
Okay.
just in case, would it be possible for to win to switch out a cantrip and put mold earth in there? You can move.
I don't think you can switch cantrips, can you?
There is a way.
Or maybe you can do it on a level up.
But
Because I thought that you can't learn new cantrips other than what you get from leveling up. Like you can't get a scroll and learn a cantrip, typically. But I'm reasonably sure. But let's check.
so I have a feature. It's a third level wizard feature called Cantrip Formulas.
Okay.
All right, you have a here. You want me to click it so you can tell?
Yes, please.
So with this
By
feature,
the way, don't forget to end your concentration.
concentrating on.
You were concentrating on detect truth
Oh,
or detect
yes,
thoughts. I'm sorry.
I was I was conducting an interrogation. That's right.
You were. You were. Cantrip formulas. You have scribed a set of arcane that you can formulate a cantrip in your mind whenever you finish a long rest. You can replace one cantrip you know with another one from the wizard spell list. That's a good feature. Yes, you can.
Well, that's nice.
Would you like me to drag that in?
Yeah, and I'll
And you wanted it to be, what was it, shape earth?
mold earth. It's a cantrip. And cantrips, unlike regular
is.
spells, you don't have to buy and
Yep.
scribe them on
What are
your.
you dropping?
I'll drop prestidigitation. Obviously, I can drop Toll of the Dead.
Oh, prestidigitation. I mean, that's important.
So is mending, and so is light. So it's really
All right. Mold earth is in your spell list.
So doing with that spell or that cantrip, do we feel we need any other mining tools, any pickaxes, anything?
well. I can move a 5-foot cube of earth with that. So I could, given enough time, I think I could do some mine. Might take time, but I think I can do it.
Yeah.
Do we feel we need any other special supplies then for this adventure?
I would make sure that we have, some carpentry tools possibly, and some delving tools. I don't know, something like that, maybe. Mining
It
tools,
couldn't
obviously.
it couldn't hurt, and they're cheap, right? So why
I
don't
would
Yeah,
think.
reasonably speaking, they're pretty cheap.
yeah, so why don't we go ahead and pick up what we feel we kind of the basics we feel we might need. And I don't know if we do we have I don't even know our party funds.
The party funds, that was a remember I was saying before that I wasn't entirely certain, but I know that the 2 million that Brad threw out was not correct. But your party funds right now has 500 gold in it.
Okay.
I am perfectly happy to increase that if anybody can show me what it should be, but I don't remember the exact number other than it's not 2 million.
And we didn't record that like we did in Howard's game under party funds.
Well, I lost the whole game.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. All right. No, I'm fine with it. I can't remember otherwise. So 500's fine with me. So, I don't mind heading down to the general store and purchasing the basic set of tools that we feel we might need. Maybe some picks, some you know,
Yeah,
whatever
so
whatever we feel
there's
might be
like,
helpful in the potential
I don't
mining.
see a Delver's pack, but they have an Explorer's pack, a Dungeoneer's pack, those a Monster Hunter's pack. Those are all fairly cheap. An Explorer's pack. Backpack, bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torches, rations, water skin, and rope. A Dungeoneer's pack is a backpack, a crowbar, a hammer, pitons, torches, tinderbox, rations, and a water skin with 50 feet of rope. They don't have any other pre-built packs in the same way. There's a scholar's pack with a book of lore, ink and pen, parchment, a little baggie of sand, and a small knife. Or you can shop a la carte, as it were.
Okay.
I am happy to look up any equipment that you
But
want.
there's a mine. I mean, I'm kind of looking myself. There's a miner's pick, right? That seems like a no-brainer.
Sure. Hamlin actually offers you his.
Hamlet's got a miner. Just happens to have a miner's pick.
Yeah,
Awesome.
he's got one in the back near Peach's stable.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I didn't know if everybody realized Peaches was here.
Bye, Peaches.
Well, Outback.
So yeah, he offers like a couple pickaxes, some shovels,
Chisel.
some buckets, crowbars.
Does Peaches want to go with us?
No.
not in your life.
He had such a good time. What
A,
did we
a
do?
donkey on a boat at sea. No.
I
Who
mean,
was it that could talk to the donkey? The donkey's like,
You guys
not
had
just no, hell no.
yeah.
I mean, it's not like we tortured animals in front of her. Oh wait, we did.
Yeah.
I got it good here. The grass is sweet. The water is fresh.
Clover.
I get the leftovers from the drunks that don't finish their meals. The good life.
So, I mean, it sounds like Hamlin's got all we need, right? Hammer,
Yeah,
chisel.
Hamlet. Not only does it's all broken in, it's well worn. Picks, shovels. You name it.
All right. Well, we'll
If you need
gather
anything more
that stuff up.
specific, then you would have to go shopping for it. But
Yeah. I mean, I think if we've got all we feel we need, why don't we're gonna have to find passage, right? We're gonna have to find a boat.
yeah,
So I don't know where the closest marina or docks are, but maybe we should wander over there, try to figure out if we can get a ride if we feel we've got all our gear.
yeah. Sounds like everybody's
Maybe on
good.
board with that.
I am.
Yeah, I'm
He's
up
carrying
as
one
long
of the
as
gear. We're going to be splitting this up,
I'm
correct?
just dragging it into the shared inventory right now. You guys can worry about how you want to split it up after.
Man, it's too bad we don't have a donkey to stick it on.
I know, right?
Well, I don't think you'll get consent from her this time.
All the tundra she could eat.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think that where she's at right now was the payment from the last time.
Right.
Doesn't mean she can't come out.
And
of
she'll still
retirement
have it if
and earn
she
some
makes it
more.
back.
If she makes it back.
Yeah, that's really encouraging.
Right. And it's the whole, if it goes bad, you might be eaten.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'd be like the Northwest Passage, getting stuck in the ice and that type of situation. But you never
Sure.
know. I mean,
Anybody want to buy anything else?
I want to buy some more ammunition and maybe a something to keep it in,
Sure.
and maybe some vials of stuff.
You're gonna have to be more specific than
I'm
vials.
thinking. Well, we don't even know what's in the area. It's like
So
what's expected to be in the area, and do we have anything that we can
go ahead
use
and
to?
roll either a nature or survival. Anyone who cares to.
All right.
Not my gig. If it's not related to a book, it's not my gig.
Well, I'm sure that stuff is in a book.
Matt, crossbow bolts are 1 gold for 20.
1 gold for 20.
Not bad.
1 gold. Okay. You said survival or nature, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And a quiver.
We'll talk about it with. I'll talk about it with. Who? I thought we had the druid. There we go. We'll talk about it with the druid.
We have a
There's no
druid?
druid in this party.
we don't have a druid.
Oh, I thought we had a druid in this party.
No, you
That's
left.
the
You
other
left
game.
him
Wrong
back
game.
in the
The other
silver
game?
I have
moon.
I have a plus
well,
5 on survival.
Oh, okay. So we'll talk about it with you, I guess. Okay.
And a quiver is also a gold.
I have kind of a strange question.
Yeah.
So can Emiko buy like prestidigitation scrolls
So
for
prestidigitation is a cantrip. And I don't believe because that's a level 0 spell.
mm,
They don't sell level 0 spells.
All right.
oh,
So what does a 25? What does
Actually,
the 25 get me?
They put
So-
cantrips on scrolls. They just charge the same as the
It's
first
also a
one.
wizard spell. Would that
oh, she
would a
wouldn't be
cleric be able to
buying
cast a
it for
wizard
herself.
spell?
She wouldn't be buying it for herself. She'd just be buying it for
Oh, I get
Oh,
it. When
yeah.
she gets gore all over her, she wants me to be clean
Right.
up.
That's right.
That is fantastic. Yes. Yes. That is
You know, for
great.
me to use it. I mean,
She's like, I'm just thinking ahead, I
Right.
mean, in case we can't take a shower.
right.
What? All right. Do you have a light spell?
I do have a light spell.
I could put prestidigitation back in and and lose the light. Mike, can you do that, or do I need to do it?
I don't know that you can drag it in from the collection, so I'll go ahead and do it for you. You're gonna drop light.
Pick up prestidigitation.
Yeah, got it.
For some reason, I thought that Rangers got cantrips. I don't know.
Um,
Dumbass thing.
I think you do.
Yeah, yeah. I think you have to be a certain level to get them, though, don't you?
Yeah,
You gotta
there's a
achieve-
level requirement.
You got to
Oh.
achieve a certain spell level.
What's that? You know what it
I
is?
think it's 5th level for.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds
okay.
right.
Yep. Never mind.
Hey, I've got a light cantrip and
Yeah,
I've got
there
a
you go.
daylight spell. So
Oh, a
Oh,
daylight.
okay.
Daylight
That's
spell.
good.
That's an attack spell.
All right. So Howard has prestidigitation back in and lights out.
Yes.
Matt, are you gonna buy? You wanted to buy some the quiver and the some bolts, yeah?
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Ah.
In
Do
goes-
we anticipate being? I mean, I don't know if Luskin is going to be a place where we can get stuff, or is that what's the current situation in
So
Luskin?
you're only going near Luskin.
Ah, okay.
I'm using it as a landmark.
As a landmark, I got you.
The fishing village that you are going to is small enough that it doesn't really show up on the maps.
I got you.
We're going to be
right,
waving at Luskin as we sail by it.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause isn't Luskin a little seedy at this
a
time
little
frame?
bit. A little bit. Yep.
Okay.
Is that what you were hoping
Anybody
for?
else?
No, I want to stay out of trouble.
Anybody else? No? No? All right. Um, so in anticipation, Dewin, your master had already discussed with you about a merchant vessel, uh, the Flying Fox.
Oh, that sounds
He
promising.
happens to know the captain, at least in passing, and suggested that he would not necessarily give you a discount, but at least he wouldn't rip you off.
Oh, all right. Well, that's. What was the captain's name?
The captain's name is, where is it? I actually did name the captain, shockingly enough.
That's probably
I
because
just have to find him again.
that means he's either going to die or turn on us or both.
Damn.
If he's
I'm
named,
feeling called out. Oh, come on.
I mean, I guess they did name the red shirts in Star Trek.
They did.
That is true.
Ensign Jones, go check behind that rock. Ha
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I have to find him in the ship. I forgot where I put him.
Mike, I can't add a quiver to my sheet for some reason. I tried.
I already did.
copying,
I already did.
but I already had a quiver, I thought, because I already had bolts. You said, okay, well.
Let's see. You have the quiver that I added, but you didn't have a quiver before.
Oh, okay. I thought I had a quiver before. Okay.
So,
And did you take off my gold?
I did.
Okay. Can I pay like a couple extra gold and have it all like spiffy looking and fitting the theme?
They for 3 extra gold, they will put on red racing stripes
No,
because
no. It needs to be slick. It needs to be that sort of non, reflective black or green. Needs to have like
Oh,
a
you
thing that I
want
can
an
open that's super quiet.
the assassin's kit. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
we can blacken those for you.
Yeah.
They literally just flick the top off of a barrel of black paint and start
Oh no!
dipping them
We
in.
can't do that. I won't pay an extra cent for that.
The assassin special. Howard, an answer to your question, that the captain is Captain Chalkley Lucifer, also known
Oh.
as the Fox.
Okay.
Well, shit, I used to be able to make notes in my journal.
Captain Lucifer.
Chalkley Lucifer, yes. Chalk as in
Do we
like,
know anything about him other than he
well,
won't
not
rip us
yet,
off?
other than the fact that he like won't screw you over.
Okay. The devil's in the details.
Kind of literally, right?
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
All right, so we don't have to worry about Luskin. Made a roll, and you did not tell me anything about what we're gonna find in the area as
Alright.
far as creatures.
So it looks like you rolled a 12. Where is that? No, too far out. There we go. Let's see. Wisdom. Okay, so what were you trying to discern?
What kind of creatures we might be encountering in this area?
As far as land creatures go, it's pretty far out of your usual range. You don't
Mhm.
usually go into mountain foothills or tundra
Right.
area.
Too cold.
Typically there should be this time of year you should be able to get some migratory game. We're talking like elk, deer, things like that. Unfortunately, that also means that you're going to get the predators of those animals as they migrate. So wolves, pack animals that attack in groups. No big cats, most likely, but you could see monsters, especially intelligent.
That would be XP quite literally on the hoof.
XP literally on the hoof, yes.
That's great.
humanoids, goblinoids, barbarians, anyone looking for fresh meat, basically. So opportunity, but risk.
All right.
Well,
Ready to roll.
I'll be ready to enchant my human meat shield, also known
Enlarge.
And large.
So sorry,
that
did,
seems to be the
did we get a
thing.
price from Captain Lucifer?
You haven't gone to speak to him yet.
Yeah, okay. Do we know where he is though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We want to make our way over and try to negotiate a price.
like the next
As-
logical thing to do.
I suggest we do that. Let's head over to the port, dock, marina, wherever.
Yeah, so Waterdeep has a deep water harbor. It's literally water deep.
Okay.
Does this party have a Yanni says, does this company, this adventuring company, do you folks have a name for this adventuring company?
Wait,
This is a company. We are, incorporated. You are incorporated,
wait, didn't we?
We're a nonprofit.
nonprofit.
Didn't we debate that question on our way back from the I quest? I want to say there were names thrown out.
And was there any de facto? Is there any leader of this company? Or is this uh, by vote? How does this work?
We
We're,
try to work by consensus.
By
Yeah.
consensus? Okay.
We're what's that? Monty Python, the commune.
Is it a benevolent dictatorship? No.
We take
We're
turns.
Democratic Republic.
Yeah.
The Iron Fist of Mercy.
The Iron Fist of Mercy. Yeah. Okay, I was just saying.
Oh,
We-
and Aaron, since you weren't here, do you remember your downtime notes? It's been like a month, so just checking.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
So you're gonna head to the harbor.
We head to the harbor. Speak to this Captain Lucifer.
I'll just check on you.
Yep.
I want you to know where you're doing that.
So you guys go back and forth a little bit, and he can get you passage there. It takes roughly a week, and he is charging 14 gold per person.
This is kind of my deal. I'll fund that.
All right.
Is the captain familiar with the area that we're going? I asked him.
He makes it a point not to get off the boat.
Okay.
That's telling.
Has he
He-
had any passengers go up there and return with any information that he's aware of?
Unfortunately, my lad, the ship has to leave with the tides. That's why I don't book round trip unless it coincides with the tides. Otherwise, me ship will be stranded.
So how are we getting back?
Well, he's not going to wait for you. It's not an
Oh.
Uber.
We send up smoke signals.
Well, you'd have to get your way to Luskin or Neverwinter.
Do we know anything about Luskin? I asked that earlier.
Yeah. Luskin
seedy.
doesn't really have much, and again, it's a sort of a placeholder, a landmark.
Well,
But I can tell you about Luskin.
yeah, I was going to say I can read the entry, but I don't want to read the entry
Right.
unless we, I already knew some things about Luskin.
Yeah. Luskin is an actual city. You're going to a fishing village.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, it's 1490 is the current year.
Okay,
You had asked that earlier.
right. But that would depend on
And
what's going on in Luskin.
yeah, so Luskin is a large town. It had previously been a city,
Yes.
and then the spell plague kicked the shit out of it, like it did
Yeah.
a lot of places.
Yeah. Now it's kind of a
Yes.
now it's a bit of a anarchy, bit of
Yeah,
anarchy
it's
there.
it's not as good as it used to be. That's for sure. Um,
There's effectively no city government.
right. So you know, I mean, I'm not going to go too
I
deep
don't know
into it.
this. You
Yeah, yeah, I'm not
I'm
going to
just
go
throwing it
too
out
deep into it simply because like your nature role doesn't cover
there.
geopolitical
No.
admit.
Yeah, this is not my character.
Um, but yeah, they kind of had a bad time of the spell plague. Um, and it is unfortunately known for turning a blind eye to piracy. But hey, you know, you got to make ends meet, right?
Right.
And the spell plague, for anyone keeping track, was about 100 years previous.
Time. Bad time. But
What happened during the spell plague? Because I'm ignorant.
magic went
Well,
So
crazy.
the spell plague, you know, the common knowledge, right?
So here to give you an idea, in 360, the population was 370. The population was roughly 16,000, and in our time, it's going to be like 4,000. It went from having a city government like run by the five captains to what is it? None. The
Right.
ruler, none.
So you're
It's actually there is a ruler listed in 1489, but
right. But you don't know any of that because, like
yeah,
I
we
said,
don't know any of that. I'm just saying
so
that's what happened to it.
what I was going to say
Oh,
was
sorry.
that the general knowledge of the spell plague was that about 100 years ago, the god of, I believe he's the god of murder, Cyric,
That's right.
assassinated Mistra.
Mark
And
that.
I'm sure that Dewin could speak at length at this subject, being a Mistran.
Thank God she's back.
What's that?
Thank God she's back.
She did come back, yes. But when she was assassinated, it kind of blew up magic, and it was very bad. No one enjoyed that. Least of all the wizards, who found that their spells tended to go boom in their face.
Yeah, you cast a magic missile and you get Earth Shatter.
Yeah. So it was it's commonly believed that Cyric and Shar plotted together to assassinate Mistra. And it didn't work out well for anybody. Eventually, about 10 years later, Mistra was able to reform. Magic stabilized. There was much rejoicing.
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you. I left that hanging. I was hoping someone would pick it up. So does that answer your question about Luskin? That's roughly what you know. Yes, no, maybe.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, it's not the most savory place to be.
Well, I mean, the piracy part kind of tripped that off. The willingness to participate. All right. So, Howard, you said you were going to pick up the bill.
Yeah, I did it on my character sheet. I'm mirroring.
All right.
My,
Cool, cool, cool.
As long as he's not coming out of party fund.
And there's going to be a 1-day stopover at the city of Neverwinter while they pick up supplies, and then from there they travel on.
Okay.
The 14 gold does mean that you're passengers, so you're not expected to fight. But sometimes things happen on the high seas. And it behooves the traveler to take their safety into their own hands. But the sailors will fight.
Is there anything that you might be expected to fight from this way up here?
Well, lad, they call it the Sword Coast for a reason.
Are we talking pirates or
Oh, pirates, witches, sea hags, mermaids, krakens. Yeah, you name it. Yeah, there could be anything out there. Sirens. Nasty sirens.
so you kill a siren?
With me big penis.
You unplug it.
I like it. I like it.
I think we just came up with a quote for this this episode, didn't we?
That's not a peg leg, me lad.
Oh.
So if nobody's going to pick up anything else, we'll board the Flying Fox.
I sure hope Mike's daughter's not watching this particular episode.
Howard, I think you're safe. No one ever watches these episodes.
Yeah.
We slowly bring everybody on board the Flying Fox. Feel free, explore the ship. A lot of work went into it.
That's really cool. I like it.
Hey, where's the poop deck? I gotta go.
There are bathrooms on this ship, but I'll leave it to you to find them.
Wow.
Oh, what happened to the map there? What? That was weird. Like the ship got smaller and then larger.
Shouldn't
It
have.
did it again. It did it again. Oh, I'm like seeing below deck or something.
It's the overlays.
Yeah.
So there are stairs and doors and whatnot. Feel free to explore the ship a little bit.
Can I get up in the crow's nest?
You can. I'll let you find it. I'm gonna go get a drink.
I was actually
Okay.
joking, but
Yeah, you can. I can't control the guy now for some reason.
You can't control your token.
Nope, I can't control my token.
Are you clicked on the kind of the token of the top left of the screen? There's a. I noticed that too. There's
Token
the
control. Ah, there we go.
yeah.
I got it. I don't even know. I didn't even realize I was clicked off of the token control.
Yeah, I didn't either until I took a look at it.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, he had me look at the map before we got started to make sure it was working. That's when we found out we had a problem with the moving around.
You find your poop deck?
It's a pretty cool boat.
Thank you. Erin's just hiding out in her room, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really sure
I'm
how
gonna be
to.
up here doing my Titanic scene.
Oh, okay.
where's Celine Dion when you need her?
Right.
Well, we'll let since Matt's got the pan flute, we'll let him do the accompaniment of music.
Right, there we go.
And who wants to roll for random encounters?
I do not. None of us want to roll for random encounters.
Well,
I'll do it.
since I got us into this, well, all right. You go, Jason.
Right down the middle.
Nice, nice. Let's see what that corresponds to. I actually made a roll table.
Oh, did you put it in game?
Does anybody need to roll Constitution?
No, it's reasonably safe sailing.
All right.
So let's pull up the. Where is it? Is that the right one? Oh, it is the. Okay. Got it. So as you guys are sailing along, it is.
It's the first day, second day.
Well, I'm getting to that. Getting to
Sorry,
it, man.
I'm gonna
Getting
shut
to
up.
it's the second day at sea, second full day. And it is let's see, it is an evening. So let's turn down the lights and set the mood.
Oh yeah.
You say flying fox?
Oh yeah. The captain's got his peg leg out now.
What's the captain's name again?
Hold on.
Something Lucifer, something.
Chalkley, Chalkley.
Okay.
Chalkley Lucifer, also known as the Fox, and his boat is the Flying Fox.
Is he red or silver? I want to know what kind of fox we're dealing with here.
Oh, he's definitely a silver fox.
Well, I found the poop deck.
And did you poop off of it?
No.
Like Triumph the Insult comic dog?
Right.
So let me. Where is. So, yep, that's the one.
What?
We'll share this. So, as you guys are sailing along in the evening, a group of 3 mermaids are swimming and hailing the vessel. The sea breeze is carrying you along with the scent of adventure along the Sword Coast to the north. A cool breeze from the tundra reaching you even this far south. The sun hangs low in the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, when a melodious sound catches your attention, rising above the gentle lap of the waves against the hull of the ship. 3 stunningly beautiful mermaids surface near the ship, their scales shimmering in the fading sunlight. They swim gracefully alongside the vessel, their movements fluid and mesmerizing. As they draw closer, you can make out their distinct features. The first, her hair vibrant red, reminiscent of the coral reefs. Iridescent scales in the shades of pink and orange adorn her tail. Her eyes sparkle with curiosity and mischief. The second, with flowing blue-green hair that mimics the ocean waves. Her tail is a deep sapphire blue, and she wears a necklace of pearls and seashells, her gaze both alluring and mysterious. And the last, the eldest of the trio, has silver hair that glimmers in the moon like moonlight in the water, her tail a regal purple adorned with patterns that resemble constellations. Her eyes hold wisdom beyond mortal years. As the crew gathers along the railing, awestruck by the sight, the mermaids call out in voices that are both ethereal and enchanting. Greetings, land dwellers. We've long watched your kind from afar, but today we seek to learn more. Might we come aboard and share your company for a while?
I've never even been on a boat, have I?
That's the captain's the
Obviously
one
not.
who would allow them on the ship
Yeah,
or not, not us.
That's a question for the captain, I guess, right?
The captain's like, well, I mean, normally a mermaid can be a fun time, but you're paying customers, and I wouldn't want to distract from your journey if you don't want to.
So you've run into these before?
Well, not these specific ones, no, but that one does kind of think so.
The one.
Yeah.
Wrong with it, lad? A mermaid's just a half woman and a half fish. The half human's got to come from somewhere, you know.
Oh my.
You're on mute there, Brad.
We'll give Brad a chance.
I have no issues letting him aboard.
Yeah, what the heck? Maybe
you
you know
tried
something.
Brad?
I'd like to see if I really think they're mermaids or if they might be something else.
Sure.
Mermaids.
Brad, can I get a thumbs up? Were you trying to say something? Because you've been muted.
Apologies. I thought I was talking. I said no. I'd let him go. Don't put him on the ship. I
Oh,
don't trust him.
yeah. I don't know what you've been saying all along. I just now noticed you've been muted.
Yeah. Apologies. My dog was barking earlier, and I turned the sound down.
So Sese says, no to the pretty girls. Well, of course he will. He's a paladin. He's got no use for pretty girls.
I will slip my visor down and I will roll perception.
Sure. Go ahead and roll, and then tell me what you're specifically looking for, or just in general.
What was that?
Oh, are you one of those halflings that gets the luck benefit whenever you roll a one?
He is.
What happened? There's like 3 dice on the.
You rolled a 1 with one of them, so it automatically re-rolled it for you.
Right.
Okay, but my game it didn't come up in.
It didn't put it in chat for some reason.
Yeah, it's not in chat.
Can you see it though?
I can see what you rolled. I see a 1, a 3, and a 15.
Oh, I see a 1, an 8, and a 17. I think
I see a 17, a 5, and a 16.
Wow.
Yeah, I think my game froze.
Yeah, I think
So-
you're something's not syncing. Could you refresh your page and try again?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Thank you.
you.
Poor Brad this whole time probably thought we were just ignoring him and being dicks.
Well, I really wasn't saying anything. I just.
Okay, it says I rolled a 21 now.
It's still not coming up. Still not
Yeah, it's
coming up
still-
anywhere.
Mm-mm.
Is anyone else seeing this? Because I don't even get it in chat.
And what I got in chat is perception, skill check, wisdom, and I got is 2d20 R1.
All right, maybe it's me. I'm gonna refresh my page.
Yeah, I saw him get a 21.
Yep.
I don't see that.
Hopefully, it doesn't kick everybody.
Yep. You may take a picture of it.
I got it. So, visually, I mean, they're pretty hot mermaids on the top half.
Is there? I don't have nature, do I?
Everybody has nature. You just don't have proficiency in it.
Yep. Do I know of anything that looks like a mermaid on top and is something
Yeah,
else?
mermaid. By the way, everybody that's on deck, please make your way to the deck. If you're not sure how and you need a hand, let me know.
What did you say, Mike?
I said that everybody that's on deck having
Yeah,
this
get it.
conversation should come to
Yeah.
the deck.
All hands on deck. Is
I'm
what
in
he
the crow's
said.
nest. So,
That's fine if you want to be up there.
yeah.
I just want everybody physically present that is going to be.
Am I
Right.
on deck or no?
No.
Well, do you want to be on deck is the question.
Oh,
So you can hear the
There's a
shouts
murmur.
of the sailors and the captain is clearly not a subtle person. So you're getting at least snatches of this, and
Oh.
if you want to come up to see what the hubbub is about, you should come up.
okay. So I would go up using this set of stairs.
Yeah, it looks like you're just
Wait, or did I just go down?
So I got Sese and Galen are on the bottom floor. If you keep going to the east, you'll find a staircase going up.
Oh no, I'm on the top deck.
Are you on the top
That's
deck?
what I'm showing.
I'm by the cannons.
Cannons is
Yeah.
not the
Do I
top
need to
deck.
go up one more?
No, we're,
Yeah, the deck that you're on is the cargo deck. Galen's right by the staircase. If you just go now directly to the west, you'll go up the staircase. Same thing for Emiko. It looks like you're right by him.
All right. Well, I'm on the staircase.
Yeah, that should put you up on the first floor by the captain.
Is it clear visibility?
It is currently clear visibility, although there's some fog coming in.
So I should be able to see a lot of detail.
I mean, yeah, enough. It is evening.
Well, with my visor down, with
Yeah.
my visor down. You know what I
I
mean?
I think we're
can't.
stuck.
How
I
about
can't-
I just move people?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can't move I can't. I went on the stairs and it didn't do anything.
Yeah, all three of us have tried the stairs.
I went up a ladder earlier.
Right.
I thought I had this pretty well tested.
I thought it was you just got to move right over the stairs.
Yeah, and that's what you were
Use
doing.
the ASD. If you have a problem, use the WASD keys. It's a little bit easier to move around because that way you're not trying to drag over something.
Oh,
Anyway, I have
I
suspicions
just
about
went up
these
the
creatures,
stairs.
and
Yep.
I rolled a 13 on nature to assume that there is something that probably looks like it's a
Where's
benign
that?
creature and is not. That's what I'm
Right.
assuming.
There you go. All right. Everybody is on deck that wants to be on deck.
Yep. And I'm going to be ready for some shenanigans.
Cool.
Let's put it that way.
So you're 21.
And I'll signal Galen if we've known any kind of hand gestures together. I'll just tell him to be ready.
I don't know what kind of hand gestures you two would have come up with together over a month.
Well, okay.
That's none of your business.
That's right. It's like this. It's like
Nothing wrong with. You are looking. From visually looking at these three mermaids
Yeah, with my eyeballs.
with your goggles,
Yeah, with my
they
goggles.
look like hot mermaids. I mean,
Hot mermaids,
the
okay.
share did show up the picture, yeah.
Yes.
The yeah, but the problem is, okay, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm assuming that shenanigans are going to ensue.
Well, not every encounter that I make is a combat encounter.
Okay.
Well, Jason will hit on anything. I mean,
These could be
Marcus will
love
hit on
encounters.
anything.
I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring and just say I think we should be on our way and not let these creatures aboard.
All right.
Doing what do you think?
Wait a
I'm
second,
with,
my
I'm with Sese on
asexual
this.
friend Yanni. I think we should allow them on board.
I have a
That-
bad.
that-
I'll do my best Han Solo impersonation. I have a bad feeling about this.
Captain
It's
Lucifer's trying
fine.
to help when you
Everything's
like,
fine.
that's the way, lad.
I've got a bad feeling about this, Captain.
The captain didn't seem to be bothered by it, so I thought maybe they were good luck. So, could apply a little magic here.
The captain goes, "Don't you know there's an old tale that mermaids bring good luck? You want to get lucky, don't you?"
So I'm gonna be with Marcus and say we could use some good luck. Maybe on board we'll avoid the pirate.
Well, there is luck, and there's also removing keeping variables out of the equation. The less variables that we have, the more likely that we will stay on our intended route.
I'm okay with trying to get some information out of them.
So is that a yes?
That's a yes from Galen.
Well, I'm talking from the party.
No, that's a no for me.
I
But
think it's
I'm the new guy.
two no's and three yeses. I don't think we've heard from Imiko.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. I really don't know.
If it tosses it one way or another, they're hot mermaids.
Well, that's great, except that she's not a lesbian. I
No,
mean,
no, I know, but she might feel a little bit jealous.
Not that there's anything wrong
might
with
be
that.
Yeah. You might be jealous and be like, these hussies don't need to get on
Right,
board.
right,
These
exactly.
watery tarts can stay there.
I have issues at my church already that I'm dealing with. Okay.
But wait, I might point out, as someone who admires beauty, letting something beautiful on board might be the right thing to do.
I think she's squarely on one side of the fence she wants to be on.
Yeah, I don't know.
The sea hussies can stay where they're at.
Say you're only bitches.
So that certainly sounds like a no.
Yeah.
So that brings us to 3 yeses and 3 no's. I don't know how you want to.
Well, did you guys decide on a party leader?
I don't think we have.
No, we have not.
No, it's a consensus.
Yeah. We're a democratic republic.
So
Just like all
I think we should
governments.
err the side on safety then.
Paralyzed by democracy.
Yes.
I say we let them on
Here's
board.
the
We
VP
can
to
use the little
cast the
beauty.
tie-breaking vote.
The
There are many
captain.
travels without seeing beautiful creatures like these. I think we should let them on board.
I say if they wish to come on board, they give us their true name.
I'm okay with that.
How will you know?
Yeah, we won't.
I mean, if they're
Yeah.
deceiving you now, why would you think they're going to give you their true name? Unless you have something to compel them to do that. To answer truthfully.
All right, Mike.
Someone has that.
Since there's so much trepidation, I say we let the fates decide.
Could we just like flip a coin?
You
Don't
could.
we have some kind of truth sayer thing?
Well, I do, but they would they would not appreciate that. I was gonna go more with a portent.
You're making it with the portent?
No, I don't think
You
a
can't do that for another couple days, right?
I think it's 1 day.
1 day. Okay.
No, I think you can use it like twice in a day or something like that. But yeah, there is a limit on how many you can do.
It
After
gets,
that, it just becomes random, as Howard found out.
Right.
it gets,
Yeah, that was bad.
the accuracy goes down by 25% every time you use it. So about the third time you use it,
We were on like the 6th time.
Yeah, something like that.
I need to re-import my character because I don't think it has the level spells.
Yeah, I think that the last time we gamed, you noticed it. I did re-import it again, and it didn't bring it in.
It says Howard lacks permission to create folder. Why it didn't come in? It errored
Let me
out.
try it. Yeah, they've changed permissions. It's weird.
Voila. We up their level spells.
Clairvoyance and Fireball.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So, Mike, at the top of the screen, there's 3 things, sea hags.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
All right. Is that supposed to be on there?
Nah, that was just because I had it saved as a quick encounter.
Okay.
It's just a terrible coincidence that we're
That there's 3 mermaids.
3 mermaids.
I'm not saying why I am opposed to these mermaids. I'm just saying something kind of tipped me off.
I'll have to be more careful next time. By the way, has there been any anything from the live stream? Any interaction?
Oh, I don't have the chat up. Should I have the chat up?
Yeah, if we're gonna be abused.
Around based on
You're dreaming.
viewer request. I mean, if you want to get viewers,
All right, so if you go to, I don't know if they have.
I
the
mean,
camera.
personally, I'm kind of okay having a little bit of
I'll have to be more
action
careful
one
next
way or
time.
the other with the
By the way, has there been
mermaids
any
slash sea
anything
hags.
from
So
the live stream? Any
And Mike, comments
Oh,
from
I
Julie
don't
don't
have
count,
the
okay?
chat up. Should I have the chat
Julia
up?
don't count. Yeah, if you're gonna.
Well, my wife said I should knock you guys loose. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, you knock a little sense into us. I got you.
she said I
That's a
should
good
knock
one for Chin. So why is Chin not on there commenting for?
So there's nothing on YouTube. Let me check.
it's fine.
No, I've got the chat up on YouTube. You totally should have your daughter watching this. You could make some sort of suggestion. All right, I'll let you know if I have anything on Twitch.
Sounds good.
Verified.
So since I've tipped my hand, I'm going to assume that you guys aren't going to let them on.
Well, no,
I still think
I would
I still
probably
think we
go
should
the
let
other
'em all.
way.
Like I said, either way, I think we should.
I was going to do a portent to see if I get a wheel or woe out of letting them on board.
I think your first portent is always accurate, is it right?
There's no. It's not always accurate. Here, I'll pull it. I'll cast it so that you can. It's not called portent. It's called augury. That's what we're doing.
I think that's a good idea, Howard.
So all I get is wheel and woe, which means mixed bag, and then nothing. Or it's kind of irrelevant.
So here's a question before I can answer the results. What does DeWin consider bad? What does DeWin consider good?
We get attacked. The boat sinks. Somebody dies. These are bad things I'm naming here, not the good things.
Well, the reason I had to ask is because if you get attacked and you win, you get experience and treasure, which is good.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
No, I would be risk averse, assuming that
Risk averse.
Yeah. So
all right, then it returns wheel. Or sorry. Whoa.
I was gonna say. All right. Whoa. Bad results. Oh, then I change my vote and say no. The fates suggested it's a bad idea.
So shoot him.
I mean, you could.
Then I change my answer to Howard's now, if he explained it to us.
Now, it doesn't tell me what kind of bad it is. So I think
It's just bad.
randomly attacking a mermaid would probably.
Yeah, randomly attack. If it's a mermaid and we attack it, that'd be bad also.
Because that could be like Trident's daughter, and the reason it's bad is because he would get jealous. So shooting Trident's daughter would also be bad.
Yep. Could be that you let the mermaids on, and old Pegleg somehow insults their virtue, and then Triton comes and sinks the boat. Right?
So I don't know why it's a bad idea. I just know that it's a bad idea.
Now let's keep going on our merry way. That's what I say.
Then do not tempt fate.
Don't tempt fate. All right. So are you going to say anything to them as you sail on and urge the captain to put some sheets on?
Fare thee well, and I don't know what you'd say. Good tides to them. I don't know. I don't
Hit
know
the road, hag.
What does captain say to mermaids?
Farewell,
Fare
me
thee well.
sweets. I'll see you on my return journey.
Yeah. I'll keep the pig leg warm for you. Oh my goodness.
Fair weather and following winds.
All right. Yanni will find a place to sit on the deck and try to play his pan flute.
All right. Now here's a question for the party. Are you doing a watch?
I'll put Legate on.
Now
watch.
they do have sailors that are on duty 24/7, right?
I'll put Legate on watch for me.
All right. So you can literally just sit up in the hawk's nest.
Absolutely.
I'll
What it's there for.
All right.
go and play my pan flute nearby where there's some crew members to kind of get the feel of the crew.
Those are my
Yeah, they're down to play a little bit, but they get scolded every time they do by their captain for like neglecting their work.
Oh, I'll play while they work, to
Yeah.
make the day go easier.
Right.
A little goodwill goes a long way.
Sure. So you guys put a little bit of extra sheets on the sails and put the mermaids behind you. The captain moves to the rear of the ship and waves goodbye as they vanish off into the distance.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Oh man.
Work on my fan flute. I did tell you that I'm not very good at it.
Right.
The rocking of the ship is interfering with your playing.
No, I'm just terrible. I haven't told you where I got the pan flute. It was one of my good friends' pan flute. He played it really well. In fact, he would bring a tear to your eye.
This was his father's pan flute. And when he was captured, he hid that pan flute up his ass for 10 years. Those orcish bastards couldn't take his pan flute. And when his dad died, he gave it to me, and I hid it up my ass for another 5 years. All so that I could give you this flute.
Yeah.
Please blow on it and play me a song to remind me of your dad, who was my best friend, to commemorate those 15 long years.
This sounds like shit.
That uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass.
So, Mike, those two D20 were those from my portents. It was a 9. Very middle.
I see a 19 and
That was 2D20. A 9 and a 10.
oh, I got it.
Very, very down the road, middle of the road portents.
Very middle of the road. Yep.
Damn.
All
I
right.
like the seagulls. Are we nearing land? Is that what's going on? Or are we just stayed near? Are we just stayed near the coast?
Yeah, you're not too far off the Sword Coast. But it's deep water. It's deep ocean water.
Did we lose Elmore?
What?
Nope, he's there.
You there?
He looked very frozen, didn't he?
He
I
was
don't
just
have a picture for him. I just got 2 dots.
I got him.
As long as he's talking.
yeah. I got him.
I just was mentioning the seagulls because I was like, "Oh, are we nearing land?" I didn't think
Right.
about the fact that we followed the coast all the way up.
Yeah. And Elmore's just being very still, so you can't see him.
Right. He's blending in.
I'll be so still that you.
I've been
can't.
trying to teach him that, you know.
So the fourth day, who wants to roll?
I got it. That's got to be something.
Damn.
So you're saying fourth day? Does that mean I get full rest? I did clip.
Yeah.
I did clip off a spell there.
Yeah, it takes a full 7 days to get to Neverwinter. So you're now on the fourth day of travel.
By the way, you're showing us the results with that.
Well, that's fine.
It says pirates.
Yeah, I'll just roll it again. I don't know why. Let's see here.
Where are they like software pirates or
Yeah, they're pirating games.
Somali pirates.
And the
that
captain
show?
no.
Did that show?
Yep, merfolk diplomacy.
Why? I told it to not display roll. Huh.
well,
No,
I like the feature.
I'll do it the old-fashioned way, and I'll just roll with dice.
You just roll down there at the bottom and see your little thing there.
I got a handful of dice here. I want to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So as your ship continues along the Sword Coast, the calm sea suddenly ripples with activity, and a different group of merfolk. Their scales glistening in the sunlight. This is a daytime encounter. Surface near your vessel. Unlike the previous encounter, they make no attempt to disguise their true nature and have surfaced in show, basically. You have a merman in the lead, a muscular male with a silver tail and a crown of coral. Accompanying him is a female with flowing green hair and a pearl-studded tail, a young male with bright blue scales and an eager expression on his face, an elderly female with white hair and a weathered face, and lastly, a battle-scarred male wielding a trident. The leader
they
with the coral crown calls out to your ship, his voice carrying a note of urgency as he addresses you. Greetings, surface dwellers. We come seeking your aid in a matter of great importance. Our underwater city, Coral Home, has been under siege from a ruthless band of Shagan. These sea devils have been raiding our homes, stealing our treasures, and threatening our very existence. We implore you to lend us your aid in repelling these invaders.
Are they
We
to port or
understand that
starboard?
this is... Huh?
Are they to port or starboard?
Port.
How would we be able to help them?
Well, help doesn't mean that you have to fight. It could be like providing magic, providing weapons. You know, that's the role play part of it. We understand that this is... What's that?
I wish them well.
Yeah, we understand that this is not your fight, but we are prepared to offer compensation. Our city holds treasures unknown to the surface world, magic pearls, enchanted coral, and the occasional artifact. Aid us, and you shall be rewarded handsomely.
Wow, that
I'm
sounds
in.
good. I'm in.
Well, what kind of?
It's not exactly XP on the hoof. It's more like XP on the fin. But
How would we even begin to help?
Yeah, do we even go down there and help them?
Well, none of you have water breathing spells.
Yeah, exactly. How would we aid you?
Well, that's for the party to decide, right?
Well,
Well, no, you could ask the question.
We can ask.
Yeah, I mean, that's a legitimate question. Yeah.
Whatever aid you can offer.
I do not have gills, my fine sir.
What's that?
I said I do not have gills, my lord. And I have feet instead of fins. How would I be able to survive the crushing depths and help you?
We believe that they have a new leader that is able to encourage them to new heights of brutality. While they are underwater beings, they tend to stay in the shallows. Perhaps
so they may be along the coast.
Yes. Perhaps if you were to go there, you might be able to fight them.
The captain willing to take us over there?
The captain is a little bit nervous. It is not a particularly, like, in spite of the artwork, it is not like actually a combat ship. All those cannons there are just props.
No.
Great.
Well, I mean, if the captain's not willing to go, then there's not much we can really do. It's his ship.
Well, he's willing to go, but he wants to know what you're gonna do.
I guess we'll fight the fish people.
How much is the compensation? What are we
They weren't
talking about here?
specific. They said they have treasures.
So they offer a variety of alchemical underwater plants, an enchanted conch shell of the mermaids, and basically they're describing this to you, not in so technical terms, but it allows the use of the control water spell once per day.
Good.